The first dish that we are going to prepare is Kalua pork, oven Kalua pork to be more specific. Traditional Kalua pork is made in an underground oven. It's a pit that's dug in the ground, and it's called in Hawaiian an imu. We're not going to do that. We're going to use modern convenience of an oven, and to get that smoke flavor, we're going to use liquid smoke. Mesquite is the closest flavor that you're going to get to the Hawaiian wood that we have out here called kiawe, which is traditionally used. And the meat that we're going to use is pork shoulder, pork butt, which we got from Costco. We're going to use 5 pounds of it. This is 15 pounds that I have here, so we're going to just use a third of it, and we're going to wrap it in foil. And I'll show you. So before we get started in cutting our meat, I'm going to prepare my foil so I don't have to get my hands dirty. And I'm going to have to combine 2 pieces of foil because it's not large enough. One piece is not large enough to wrap the whole thing. And I'll show you how to do that. So the first thing I'm going to prepare is my foil. Since one sheet's not going to be large enough, I'm going to have to combine 2. And I don't want to continue to wash my hands once I start touching and cutting the pork. So usually as I take it, I get 2 sheets of foil, stack it up on each other, do 1 large fold, and then fold that fold in half so that we can make it more a tighter seal. And then I fold that over 1 more time so that we can try to seal in all that juices of this pork, so it'll while it roasts in the oven, it'll be steaming at the same time. Okay, you can open it up and we can just place our pork there. This is going to be done on a roasting pan. I covered my roasting pan with foil as well, so I don't have to scrub all the drippings that may come out. So this is what we prepare first before we cut our pork. All right, let me get this here. All right, we got our 5 pounds of pork butt here. First, we're only going to use 2 ingredients on here. First is our liquid smoke mesquite. It's going to be, for 5 pounds of pork, is about 1 tablespoon of liquid smoke. I'm just going to estimate. And just rub it in all over. Yes, got it on the board. You can just rub it all in the meat. In addition to that is Hawaiian salt. Usually they use salt called Alae salt, which has mixed with red clay. I'm going to use, or you can use sea salt as well, but I'm going to use pink salt. And you're going to use 1.5 teaspoons of salt as we cook it, and then we're going to save the other about 1.5 tablespoons of salt, and we're going to save the other tablespoon of salt after it cooks for seasoning if it needs it. So just spread it evenly around. Make sure you get every piece of the surface with the salt. Now it seems like a lot of salt, but the salt has to penetrate into the meat, especially because it's so thick that it needs it. That's all covered. I'm going to put it here inside my foil, and I'm going to wrap it to be sealed. Right. I'm gonna wash my hands and then seat it. We start at the ends. Together. Crease. Keep creasing it down. Fold, tuck it in under. Get this wrapped very tightly. And I'll do the same for the side. And the other side. And then I got my oven here, preheated to 325 degrees. I have my oven here preheated to 325 degrees. So we're gonna take it and stick it in there for about 5 hours. All right, we stuck it in the oven at 325 degrees. Right now, the temperature probe that's reading on here is the temperature of my oven. Because I opened it, it dropped down a little bit. So you always have a temperature probe if you can into your oven, because whatever it reads on top of that you set it at may not actually be the temperature of your oven. Also, after about maybe 4 hours, I will check the internal temperature of my Kalua pork to see if it reaches what it's currently at, because we're going to cook it up to an internal temperature of 145 degrees, so that we know that it's thoroughly cooked and we don't want to make anyone sick. Okay, it's been about 5 hours on our Kalua pork. I'm going to take it out and check the temperature. Should always be using a thermometer to check the internal temp. And it's very soft and easily. It's above 145, above 160, which is well done for pork. And we're just gonna let it rest for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then we can take the foil off and shred it. All right, we're gonna carefully unwrap our Kalua pork here. It's still hot. I'm going to transfer it onto another pan so I can shred it. It's already very tender. It's already falling apart. Move this pan on the side and I start shredding. That's Hawaiian Kalua Pork. So, what do you think?